So late last night, the city of Tempe voted against the three different proposals to bring a new arena to the city. So we saw a few different statements across the league, from the league itself to the team and different kind of like spokesperson, but they were all disappointed with the results. That being said, this means that the Coyotes will have to move in the foreseeable future. The exact timeline, we're not quite sure on it yet, so we'll quickly talk about a few different possibilities here. So there's in my mind three kind of possibilities. Two are a bit more realistic than the others, just for different factors that we'll talk about in just a sec. The first one I want to touch about is Quebec, right? Quebec is fun and they have amazing numbers right now in their QMJHL team. They have the arena, they have the fan base. Like everything just kind of makes sense. There's just that one thing that we need to remember about Quebec. Quebec could be the most logical destination from a hockey point of view, but from Bettman point of view, he's not a fan of Canada and he's not a fan of bringing any more teams than there already is. So I just don't think it make a lot of sense for him on the business side of things that he's in his plan and his vision that he's trying to do. And he's been in charge for 24 years now. His plan is pretty straightforward. I doubt that he would choose Quebec over the next two that we're gonna quickly talk about. So it hurts me a little bit. And even though Quebec, like obviously we all know people in Quebec, they love hockey. They had a team before. It makes a lot of sense, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So next up, we'll leave Houston. Houston is a realistic possibility that I think would make sense. Bettman has obviously said in the past that they would love that destination, and it just kind of make a lot of sense. I think they will battle with Kansas City probably. Those are the kind of two U.S. markets that Bettman has been kind of like known to kind of try to poach over the years. So I think in terms of who's going to win and who's a clear favorite right now is really hard to say. We'll know more in the next few days after Bettman and the ownership of the Coyotes have a little chat. And from that point, obviously, we're probably going to have a bit more info to go with. But that's kind of just my quick take on the whole situation. I would love to hear what you guys think is going to happen. The tricky part is how long this whole process would take. Some people say it could take up to 3 years. I doubt it happen next year, obviously, just because there's a lot of things to go and move around with. So I'm not too sure if they kind of renew a deal to play in the same arena they played for at least one more year. If you're a Coyote fan, I'm sorry. This is a tough news. I feel you. It's not an easy process to go with. And if you want to vent away in the comment, by all means, this is a safe space. So do your thing. And you all have a great day and take it easy, guys.